I'm the last one in this world, but a guy can tell you that Willie Dixon wrote a lot of songs for a lot of guys, but he lied. He didn't write for Muddy Waters now. I was there.
Who did?
They wrote for themselves. He stole it for him. He stole it for Leonard and Phil. But he outlived them, so it went back to him. Then his grandchildren got it.
Oh,
he didn't profit nothing in his lifetime.
Yeah, no.
But his grandkids did. So it went like the white guy was setting him up like a slave. They already had black men in the head of the slave to whip the slave, make them mind for the white people. I was in the pack. I was in the pack.
Well, how did you keep control over all your music, everything you wrote?
I think I kept control because my mama being blonde-haired and blue-eyed, and I saw my mom could go in place and do things because my mom could be white today with who she want to be with, and she'd be a black woman the next day.
I understand.
And my daddy, I thought he did not know it, but apparently he did to save his life.
What do you mean? You thought
my daddy was my mama's chauffeur.
Oh, but you thought your daddy didn't know what?
Didn't know my mama was. I don't know what she was doing, but.
Come on, something's in there.
Yes, I remember. 1944, 45, there was a guy named Mr. Bear, his store. So my daddy was getting hay in the back of a wagon. So I was sitting in the back of the wagon. Then I moved up front with my mom. My mom told me, said, Junior, I'm named after my father. Because two men was coming on two horses. One man was leading his horse. My mother named Maddie. The guy said, Maddie, so what you doing with this nigga? She said, that's what I am too. He said, no, you're not, Maddie. If you don't believe it, ask Mr. Bear. She got out of the wagon. She said, Junior, I said, yes, ma'am. She said, get in the back of the wagon. I didn't understand then why she wanted me to get in the back of the wagon. When I got in the back of the wagon, I found out later, now she wasn't my mother. She was babysitting me then. When she went in the store, she was a white woman. So when she went in the store, she mainly dealt with all the white guys. So my mama played two roles. When she came back out, we left and went home. I stayed in the back of the wagon for a mile, then got back up in the seat with her. At the meantime, my daddy was her chauffeur, and she was babysitting me. I lived that kind of life all my life. I didn't know. I didn't know then, but I found out later. Because I could see my mama now, weighing 130, 40 pounds. My mama was about 33, 34 years old. I can remember this. Now, she goes in. Also remember a time I got 10 sisters and brothers. My mama sent me to the store one time on a horse. I was too little to get off the horse to get back on him. So she said, take these rocks in your pocket, boy. When you get to the store, throw a rock on the door. Mr. Bear come by and give you what you want. Give him this note. I had this note. She wants sugar, flour, milk, note, food. And I would give it to Mr. Bear. This is what my mama says. He would tie it up in a bag, put it back on the horse for me, and I would ride home. So one day, I said, I'm going to get me a nickel, a dime, buy me a pop. And I reached in and looked at the money, and I got me a dime. And I went home. The next day, she said, next few days, whatever, she sent me back, I going to get me another dime going so I could buy me a pop. And when I got back almost to the house, I said, I'm going to get me another nickel out of her bag, and the same money in the bag. I never knew it. She was sending the money to the store, but they never collected the money from my mama.
Oh,
that was a front for my daddy.
Oh, okay.
I found this out later. You follow me? So my mama was shuffling job, you know. You know, I don't know anything about no hanky-panky, no being with no men, but I know she was a white woman could get what she wants.
Sure, I know that.
And those are kind of things.
Yeah.
So when I went back in Chicago in 51, Al Capone brother put a hedge around me. That after I went to Chess and Leonard Chess, myself, Muddy Waters, Howlin' Wolf, Jimmy Reed, Howlin' Wolf wasn't there that day, but there was Willie Dixon, Lil Walter, Smoker Hall, Johnny Hooker. We all trying to get a job at Chess because Muddy Waters was there. Sonny Boy Williams was there. Howlin' Wolf was there, but he wasn't in the building at the time. So there was a pamphlet on the table, said Union 10 and 208 was journeying. I found out later there was one union, but I thought it was two unions were joining together. It's just one union, but one side would represent the white guy, one side would represent the black musician. So I saw it that was journeying, and I said, wow, this is going to be good. It wasn't black and white then. It was colored guys. The colored guys going to have a nice run here now because we're going to get represented as well as the white guy. So Bo Diddley laughed. I thought he was laughing at me because I'm from a southern guy, uneducated, the way I talk. But I found out later he was laughing at me because I shouldn't be reading to the white guys. Mm. So when Leonard came out, he said, what you guys laughing at? Bo Diddley said, and I'm listening at him now in my head, Bobby Ray said, the union is merging. And I did say it. By that time, the other brother walked out. He said, what you guys laughing at? He said, Bo Diddley said, Bobby Ray said, the union is merging. Phil said, where he get that information from? He's off your desk? He said, he got it to me, threw it back to me. What that say, boy? And I read it to him. He turned around and told his brother, we can't use that nigga because he can read. Mm-hmm. So I didn't get the job. When I found out Caesar Capone was Al Capone brother, I didn't know they were brothers. I just know he was Capone. Hired me to work in a place called Kunch's place. Kunch was a Chinese guy who he run the place for the Capone. And when he run the play for the Capone, I took 3 white guys and went and did an audition. And he told me, he said, man, this is going to be great. You're going to integrate this play. And I was worried to this because I never heard the word integrate. I said, what the hell is integrate? I couldn't wait to get out to go to the dictionary, go to the store, bookstore, and find out, get my dictionary, find out what integrate mean. I was waiting on that. He said, come on in, we're going to integrate this play. I thought then I was a 18, 19-year-old kid. I thought I was pretty clean. I thought integrate was something that you could lock me up with 10 or 20 ladies and make me, you know.
Integrate. Yeah. Yeah.
I thought I could be a good integrator.
Focus on the great.
Yeah. You know, it comes from slave. I thought I'd make a good slave. You know? But anyway, I found out that that wasn't so true. So then I started going recording at Chess. And when I recorded at Chess, they found out through the grapevine, they thought I was working for Al Capone. And I did not know it. And I used it. I lied. Mm-hmm. So you going to pay us something today now? I said, no, let me talk to my boss. Okay. Mm-hmm. They'll let me get away because they thought I was working for Capone. Mm-hmm. I did not know it.
Good for you.
I used that. So now I'm sitting on masters after masters.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
And I can tell this out open, but Kenny Wayne and I did this agreement. And I paid for all the stuff and cut him on 50% off everything I done. Because all the songs were my idea, everything was on it was my idea. On me and my guitar.
That's awesome.
But he come in and put his thing on it, so it's 50-50.
Mm-hmm.
So I played the role. I played that role before.
Good. It's awesome. Good.
You know, here I am.
Yeah.
And I think it's working, you know.
I think it's working for you.
That's kind of like the setup of where I'm going. I said all that to let you know, like, you can't do anything till you get a handle on how it's supposed to be done, because I do everything commercially. And when I went to Kenny Wayne about these songs, I said, I got a song. I did not know that he would understand a song who was that while ago? Now, while ago is a black slang. While ago, a minute ago, yeah. Yesterday or day before, but a while ago. And when I said that to him, being a Southern Louisiana boy, he smiled. I said, oh, I got one, you know. And then I started writing, and we started putting music together, and I started doing some things. And hopefully this thing here work good. I'm telling you, if it work good, I got some other things in mind. Just can't talk about it right now.
Okay. All right. Well, where do you think that was like in your journey where, you know, like these, it sounded like early on these were opportunities, you know, like here you had this thing where they thought Capone was, you know, like behind you, or, you know, these doors opened because of that. Where was it that you started opening those doors yourself? Like, where do you think in your career?
No, it was that then. And I made a lot of mistakes. But the mistake I made, I would make the same mistake again because I did the best I know to do at the time I was doing it.
Sure.
And I slipped through the crack. Nobody wasn't planning for me to be here and doing what I'm doing. You know, they thought I'd been trapped up in something else beside big leg ladies. You know, with drugs or whatever. You know, and that's what most guys would. You know.
Yeah.
You know, I talk now when I was in muddy water, and I just loved what they were doing. But all they talked to me about was getting high every day.
Yeah.
It wasn't nothing. They talked to me about the business.
Yeah, I think it's an epidemic in the industry.
Hollywood about the only one say, man, you got to do something for yourself.
Yeah.
But other than that, man, come on. They were talking about how many ladies they had, how many whiskey they could drink, how many they could stay up, how they do this, do that. It wasn't that. It wasn't, you know.
Good.
You know?
You focused on the music and
I,
the business.
I may have set a good example for young people to follow by because I didn't have nothing for them to follow. But I did everything I know to do. What I have strived in my life to do the things I could not do because the things you can do take care of yourself.
Let me ask you a question. Do you ever play an all-black club now?
Yeah.
Okay.
I did last night.
In Vicksburg?
I played in Vicksburg last night. It was a sellout crowd. It was 98% black.
I love that. That's awesome.
Yeah, but I'm thinking about it. I'm funny you would ask me. You know I'm about the only black man to do that now?
Yeah. I mean, I'm telling you because our audience here at the 100-Man Hall, which was built by and for the black community, we have a 90% white audience. And we do have events that are all black, but they're specific. They're like either a private party or something like that, a reunion or something. But we rarely have an audience that is majority black. You know?
Well, you can get that if you have majority black. That means you got to get black act that draw black people.
Right, exactly.
But you want to have a all black audience, get Al Green.
I would love to. I would even love to get Tucker, who sells out the Blues Fest in New Orleans, but
and Mobile.
He does, yeah. But it's just we can't afford him. So, I mean, we are low on the revenue totem pole, as you noticed when you were talking earlier. I mean, we got a
lot of guys who's in my position above me don't want to come down off their high horses to do things like this. A lot of them can't do it because the management, the record company.
No, it is the management more than anything.
I know.
And that's, I mean, the fact that you can do what you want. I mean, you're a legend, okay? So, but a lot of people can't, and they.
I know.
And the management, and then the booking agent, and then, I mean, I know we have two promoters right here, so maybe we shouldn't be speaking so poorly about promoters.
Well, no, but I mean.
But I know that neither one of y'all are making money.
I can say this.
But let me say before we done, if you're talking about these two guys, I don't like these two guys. No, I'm not.
Well, let's get that straight. Alligator Mike, ventured again with Yellowhammer Presents.
Yeah.
Both of them, we don't like them, right? Is that what we're saying? Okay.
I said that was a joke because the guys know how I'm fond of them. But somewhere down the line, I'm talking about we as an entertainer, we got to stop letting the management and the record company control what we do for our people. That's what's happening. Because right now, I'm telling you now, I'm not saying you can't get Tucker, but I doubt it.
Yeah. Well, I know we can't afford
because I'm not.
Yeah.
It ain't afford. It ain't what you can afford. They got to make it affordable.
I know, but look, okay, I'm going to tell you something. So you played in Biloxi a few years ago, and this couple came in. They came down from Chicago, and they said we flew here to go see Bobby Rush, and they came here to look at the hall, and they were looking around. And they were like, "Man, he should be playing here because like this is the real thing." And I said, "Yeah, I know. Can you tell him that next time you see him?" So I think people recognize like what's going on here, and we try to get acts. But I think the generosity of somebody like yourself to come play, it's a landmark. It was on the Chitlin circuit. It's an icon. You're an icon. But a lot of people who are celebrities today, we don't get that. We don't get people who have that generosity of the soul.
You're right.
You know?
I'm so glad you put me in. But you can't put me in the average category of the average black man who played it. Because first thing you say you had, who here last week on the interview?
Cedric Burnside.
Yes, I love it, but you can't put me in that kind of class at all.
I didn't put you right.
That ain't it's just like B.B. King's was great, so Aretha Franklin, but you can't put them on the same show. That's two different kind of things.
Yes.
So
Right.
I'm not talking about one good or better than the other.
Right.
Two different kind of things.
Yeah. No, I know.
One's a horse and one's a cow.
Yeah.
You could do them kind of thing. So you got to understand that. I'm hoping you do. When I took my harmonica today and walked on the floor, there ain't many guys can do that. I don't give a shit who they are.
Right.
Because God gave me the gift to do. That's the gift.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not bragging. That's the gift.
It is a gift.
That's the gift. That's nothing to do with the harmonica playing. It's just I'm have to play hard, but it's a gift.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's a gift.
Yeah.
And I can't just start it because Red Fox and I started as a comedian. Can you now you look at it? Can't you tell I'm a stand-up comedian?
Your timing.
Yes.
Absolutely.
The timing, yes.
From the people that I talked to today,
Yeah.
that's what they were like. This wasn't just a music performance;
Right.
it was a show.
Yeah.
Like
He's a
it's a
performer.
Vegas show. It's
Performer.
a show.
So
Yeah.
right, it was a
Yeah.
show. So
Yeah.
you can't put me up against you. You got to know
Right.
that don't mean I'm better or nothing. It's just
No.
that.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, there was two of y'all on stage,
Yeah.
and you commanded the room,
Yeah.
a sold-out
So
room.
was it? That's what you have to have.
Yeah.
So when I
Absolutely.
got the band thing is one thing,
Yeah.
and when the comedian thing is another thing, and tonight's another thing.
Yeah.
That's what you have to have.
Yeah.
I got a guy who was playing guitar with me, been with me for a long, long time. But he wants to play like he played with the band. He don't mean any harm by it. It's just that's his head level.
Right.
He don't know about this other side of me.
Yeah.
Right.
You follow me?
Yeah.
He don't know about when I said, I don't need to buy walking out of the audience. He don't know nothing about that. And I do this all the time. But the average cat try that shit, he gonna fall on his face.
Oh, absolutely.
Definitely. It's amazing.
It's
don't
easy
mean
when you got the band behind you. It's a different
Yeah.
story when you're out
Right.
there by yourself
It's a
and all
different
eyes on you.
Yeah.
Nobody else to fill the space. It's
Right.
you.
You know?
I know it.
You know how many steps you did running around the hall.
I know, right? Yeah.
Well, let me say before I get off this interview,
Uh-huh.
thank you, all of you, for what you've done, what you're doing, what you plan to do. Because what you said in the interview about me and my music, what people perceive me to be. So thank you. This gentleman saw me over in Mobile. He said, we're going to make something happen. I said, okay, call me. And he did. I don't know where you saw me before or not, but hoping this won't be the last time.
Yeah.
Because we can do some things and bring some awareness of things that's is gone by, but yet it's not gone by. Because everything been done, been did. Everything been did, has been done before. There's nothing new under the sun. So we got to create something. Hopefully that my being here would open some other entertainers' ears, and they'll come because I'm here.
Your mouth
Absolutely.
to God.
No, that's you did us a favor.
Yes,
by doing
absolutely.
this, and
Yeah.
I believe that exactly what you just finished with there is what it's going to lead to be. And what other better place is there to do it? I mean, this is a celebration of culture and again,
And I can tell you,
it's next.
if I'm doing this with Kenny Wayne Shepherd, if this goes well as if we think it's going to go, and we do another record, it's no if and but about it. If I did that, You think I can sway them to come here? You
Oh,
know I
absolutely.
Yes, you can.
can.
Absolutely.
Simple as that.
Hey,
Yeah.
we're here waiting for
Thank you,
you.
Bobby.
Okay,
Simple
we're
as
here
that.
waiting for you.
Absolutely.
Right.
Simple as that.
That's right.
Because he wants to be where Bobby Rush is.
Yeah, that's
Hell
right.
yeah.
Okay.
Who doesn't?
All right. Yeah.
You follow me?
Yes,
That's
sir.
the way it goes.
Yeah. Oh.
That's
All right.
the way it goes.
You want to sign off with a little bit of magic?
I got a problem. It's all about to get me down. Yes, I got a problem. It's about to get me down. Well, I got a problem with my woman, with my girlfriend, and my wife. When my problem first started, y'all, I was sneaking around with number 3. Number 2 got jealous. Told my wife on me. Wife, she got mad. Moved back home to her mother. Number 2 left town. Number 3 done found a brand new lover. I got a problem. They're all about to get me down. Well, I got a problem with my woman, with my girlfriend, and my wife. So I love number 1, and I love number 2. Number 3 will do thing number 1, and number 2 won't do. Number 2 got, she can cook. Number 3 got plenty of money. Number 2 can't cook, don't have a dime, but she sure enough got good honey. I got a problem. They're all about to get me down. Well, I got a problem with my woman, with my girlfriend, and my wife. That's the truth.
So let me just say, we're sweating up in here in Studio DBA, just like we were in a juke joint. Bobby Rush, the legendary Bobby Rush, played the 100-Man Hall today. And we have Ben Jernigan with Yellowhammer Presents and Alligator Mike Promotions here. Both brought this legend here. And today we put his name on the Hall Hero chalkboard of all the greats who have played here. And let me tell you something.
Yellowhammer has something to do with that.
No one else is on that blackboard. You understand? Except no one's going on that blackboard that I'm meeting in my time. Everybody on there is gone. You are a legend in your own time, and you are one of the very few people that we would add to that blackboard.
That's a fact.
That's
I
a
owe
fact.
you one.
Oh, honey, we owe you more than one. But anyway, I'd like to thank you for coming in here. I'd like to thank you for coming here, and you know what I love is that you know the history of this place, so I don't even have to tell it to you.
Well, let me say to all of you, especially you, by being the proprietor and the owner of the place now, blues is a rock of the music. It's the mother of the music. Thank you for keeping the blues alive. Thank you for doing what you do for the people who do the blues. And you tell the truth by who and where it come from. I'm disturbed by, I'm seeing black entertainers saying, don't embrace the blues because they're ashamed of it, because they've been told blues is something less than something else. I'm hurt because I hear black people saying, I'm going to record this because I think this is what the white people like. I'm going to record this because I think this is what black people like. I record good music and hope everyone like it. It's not a black and white issue with me. I'm hoping somewhere down the line that we all can lift our heads up, record good music, do good things about the music and to who we want to do it for. It's not a black and white issue with me. It's about the music and the love of it.
Thank you so much.
Can't be said any better than that.
Thank you so much. Very much. I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do. For you, I owe you. I'm putting the AC on.
Is it this? Yeah.